Boy Army, what is going on? It's your boy Zelonius, my spicy friend, Mr. Ainsley Harriet, the ready steady cook, host and chef. Thank you very much for joining us on today's video. If you've been watching my videos recently and you're not subscribed, please do. If you're new to the channel, you want lots of FIFA content with player reviews, tactics advice, gameplay tutorials and lots more, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can, give you guys lots of great content, and click the bell so you get notifications. I do videos every single day, 5:30 PM on YouTube. Every weekday there's a new video at 5:30 PM, so make sure you check them out. Over on Twitch I stream regularly as well. Please check out my streams over there. And if you want to support me and get more exclusive access to me and two other creators, Jambu and the FIFA Analyst, check out our Patreon. There's lots of information on there and it'd be great to see you on there. We're trying to build a community full of people trying to improve at the game on there. Boys, today's video is what I would say, it's not my favourite, that was the name of yesterday's video. Let's rename it. Overrated players. I'm not saying these players are awful. Some I might say are awful, but some of these guys are just cards that I've used this year that I just think they're just not that good. They're nowhere near, not necessarily not that good. Hullet's good, obviously. Maldini's good, obviously. But they're not that good for their price tag or the hype that I've seen around them. Starting with Team of the Year Alisson. Well, actually, let me know if you disagree with any of the players I've picked, or there's any players that you have used this year that you thought were going to be really good, you've heard people say were good that you didn't like. Let me know in the comments, let me know what you think. But Alisson's Team of the Year. His normal's good. This card's no better. Maybe it's because with Chem Styles, he basically has this card anyway on his normal. But he's just not worth 500 grand at keeper. I've played against him a lot, and I just don't trust that he's actually that good. All he's got that's better is his speed. I'm probably going to try buy him for my team to test him a bit more extensive, but from what I've seen, I just don't think he's that special. You can get his normal for 40 grand, which is basically the same as his 500 grand Team of the Year. So, overrated keeper. You can get a cheap keeper for like 40k, to Stegen, De Gea, Alisson, one of the best in the game. So you don't really need to get a Team of the Year keeper unless you've got silly money and it's just a luxury. Andy Robertson. First of all, the weak foot and skill moves is a bit of a no-no for me at left back. I can live with the skill moves, but the weak foot's poor. He does not feel like he has 77 strength and 94 aggression. He seems quick, but not that rapid. I watched him being used by pros at the event in Atlanta the other week. He seemed good, but he's an 800, 900k fullback who only has really great links to Marna and Van Dijk, who they're good, but no, he's good, but we're looking at cards that are overrated, and at that price tag he is not worth that. I would rather use Footmas Mendy than this 94 Robertson. And Footmas Mendy was like 100k after I'd used a few untradables. Gold Van Dijk. Now you're probably thinking, Zell, you're crazy. This card is good, but when I was playing earlier in the year, people were talking as if this was the second coming of Christ playing against Van Dijk. This card is good, but it's not insane, and he's been expensive all year. His Team of the Year centre-back, that is the best centre-back in the game, hands down. No debate for me there. There's a debate that card's overrated again though at the prices. This Van Dijk, earlier on in the year, not that easy to link unless you're using Prem or top icons. Normal Robertson and Trent weren't that good at the start of the game. Maybe you could use Alisson, but it was a good card, but I just don't think it was worth the price tag it had that came with it. Maldini's the same. He's really quick, and at the start of the game he was really good, but his price tag's been crazy all year. He's not that strong or aggressive for a centre-back, which for me is always a letdown. He's good on the ball, but not insane on the ball. For a centre-back who costs over 1 million coins, you need to have more strength and aggression for me. Kyle Walker, I'm more torn about his gold card rather than his informs. I've not tried his informs out, but at the end of the day, his inform, his gold card, that was quite popular at the start of the year. No skill moves, awful weak foot, quite clunky. Like, this card's not that good on the ball, and this is his second inform. His strength and aggression is pretty solid and he's quick for a fullback. But I've seen a lot of people use him and I was seeing him get caught out positionally. His passing wasn't good enough to do the through balls down the line consistently. He's not good enough on the ball, so he gets caught on his 2-star weak foot. It's a solid card, but there's better fullbacks on the game to use in my opinion. Like Ricardo Pereira from Leicester's better. Wan-Bissaka's probably more usable, I found, on the game. Okay, Fabinho. Again, not used at a pro level much, but a card I've seen quite a lot in weekend league. No weak foot, which in the midfield is a bit of a liability. This is in form as well. Like his normal card, he's really slow. The fact he's so slow and not that good on the ball with a weak foot just instantly means for me he's not the best player to use. People are probably going to start thinking I'm going on Liverpool players. I'm not. I don't have an issue with Liverpool players, but some of their cards are just overpriced and overrated. Hullet, insane card. There's no issue with how good this card is. I used him for a long time, and he was the best in the game for a while. But he costs like freaking 5 million coins. He is not worth 5 million coins. I think he's over 4 million still now. He was used by pros because of his level not being too high for how good he is, and just being dominant across the board. But the average player, which most people who watch this video will be, Hullet is not worth that many coins. I just don't see it. I like him. I used him. He'll always be used by pros unless something crazy changes, but he's just not worth the insane amount of coins that he seems to cost every year. Dalglish, again, kind of a Liverpool player. It was a good card, but because he got used by a lot of people in draft early on in the year, and in draft players just seem to, don't know, they just be a bit more spicy, seem to be a little bit better. People seem to really be hyping him up, and his price went crazy. Like, he's no better. If anything, he's worse than the middle Butragueño, and he cost more at one point. He's just got overhyped, I think, because of being a new icon, being an ex-Liverpool player, and being really good in the draft. You have to remember, in draft, people playing a lot of the time against people worse than them. When I've seen people use him in weekend league or rivals, he's good, but he's not that good. He's not worth the coins he costs. His passing is very average. His shooting, obviously with a weak foot, is good. He's physically okay, but not that insane. It is a good card, and if he was cheaper, I'd recommend him, but there's better value cards for what he costs. Zidane, this card at one point was like 3.5–4 million coins, and obviously it was the best version of Zidane, and Zidane being a new icon, he was always going to get hyped up, but it was just a silly, ludicrous price for what was a good card, a very good card at the start. But he's not quick. His aggression, balance, agility are a bit low for an elite player. His shooting's good, but not at the top end. If this card had cost 2 million, I'd have been like, yeah, good value, pretty good card. But when it was costing 3.5–4 million, just overhyped, overrated, and he wasn't that dominant early on in the game. I used him and liked him, but he was overpriced and I regret buying him. Marna. This has got to be my biggest overrated card, biggest disappointment of the year. If you've watched any of my videos, I've talked about him before. I genuinely think there's a bug with this Marna. I think he plays just like his gold card. I've seen lots of pros, people talk to me about him saying the same. I was playing lots of friends against Jambu and he was just like, what's the matter with this card? He felt quick, but of course he should. Marna's quick anywhere on any card. His shooting felt okay, but definitely not 99 finish and 96 shot par. His passing just was not 99 vision, 96 short pass. He was nowhere near as good on the ball as that dribbling and agility, you should say. And he just didn't bully players like Messi and Mbappe CR7 team years do. He didn't feel like he had the 89 aggression and pretty good strength. It was a solid card, but it didn't feel anything like a team of the year, and for a few million coins you need to feel better than that. I don't know why it was so bad, but it was just a massive disappointment. Normal Mbappe. I did not like this card that much at the start of the game. I don't think I used him for that long. He's still good, but at the start of the year he was like 900k and everyone was using him. Now he's gone down in price, he links to Neymar, he's a bit better value, but at the start of the year this card was so overhyped and overrated. He was good, but he just wasn't worth the coins that I think he was being asked at the start of the game. He'll always be good on FIFA probably for the next 7 or 8 years. Mbappe, he's always going to have the skill moves, good weak foot, be rapid, but I think he's probably going to be overpriced every year. There's probably plenty of other players I could say, but these are 11 that I think are really overrated. When I say overrated, a lot of it's about the price as well. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know some players you think are overrated. Keep it spicy.